Hey guys, this is part 2 of me explaining the process that I go through when I repair an average board that comes in. Continuing from the other video, I'm now filling the holes with a Q-cell and resin mix, and then I'm going to let it cure for about an hour and a half. After I let it cure, I go in with some sandpaper. This is 80 grit on an orbital sander, and then I just grind down all that leftover Q-cell that's risen up off the board. Here I am taping off the board and getting it ready for some sanding and glassing. I'm taping off the board just so I don't sand any other bit of the board. I start off with some 80 grit sandpaper and I try to stay in the tape as much as I possibly can, and then I go in with some 6-ounce fiberglass to size it up and get it right to cover all the dings. And then I go straight into putting my gloves on to get ready for this glassing. For glassing, I mix a resin mix of 99% resin and 1% catalyst. But normally in winter I have to use 2% of catalyst just so it cures a little bit faster. Then I pour the resin onto the fiberglass to get it nice and saturated. When I'm pouring the resin, I make sure I don't pour too much on just because it makes it a bit of a pain in the ass to sand down. I also make sure that I don't move the fiberglass just so I get an even weave. I'd also say glassing is about a halfway point of the whole board repair. Overall, this repair has been a success so far. All I have to do now is clean up the board and hit it with some sanding and polishing just to give it that nice shine that all new boards have.